To do while I'm handing these out, look at the icons that we have up here, and I want you to turn to a partner, and I want you to tell them what you think each one of those icons mean, and then we'll get started. So while I'm handing things out, so who can tell me what is that first icon with the, I guess it's the second one. Let's start with that one, the language of the discipline. Who can tell me, if we're focusing on language of the discipline today, what kinds of things are we focusing on? Keaton.
We're focusing on, like, the facts we need to do, like what we need to do to get the answer.
Okay, what do you guys think about that? Language of the discipline, dealing with facts? Some agreement, some disagreement. Who can maybe add on to his thinking? Bradley, I saw you disagree.
Well, I was thinking like that language of the discipline, meaning like dividend, divisor, quotient.
Okay, what are all of those? Those are our what? Yeah, language of the discipline. Remember, we're really focusing on what words do we need to use when we're thinking and we're writing if we're dealing with division and remainders. Okay? So when we are filling this out here in just a second, I want you guys to be thinking about what words do we need to know to be successful with today's task. Okay? Who can tell me about patterns? What does the patterns icon mean? Nika?
Pattern icons mean where there's patterns like in division. We have to find a compatible number, divide, and subtract.
What do you guys think about that? Yeah, she actually just gave you the answer for that. Great job. So patterns are something that always what, you guys?
Repeat.
Very good. They repeat, okay? All right, proof. We've been working a ton on this math icon. What is the proof icon?
Is it your answer? You gotta make sure it isn't your answer. You gotta show the proof that is your answer.
Okay, yep. Who can add on to that just a little bit more? I totally agree with that, but we've also been working on another big part with proof. Yeah, Eddie? Show our work. Yep. Trey?
Like when you're done with the division problem, and you have the divider, no, the answer.
Good.
You do the quotient times the divisor, and you get, if you get the dividend, you would be correct and explain it.
Okay, so Trey just gave you a really specific example of how we worked on last week. How do we prove our division answer with multiplication? Okay, remember, with proof, it's not just what you did. Fill in the blank for me. It's not just what you did, it's why you did it. What's our reasoning? Explain your thinking. That's our proof. Okay, this one looks what? New. So I'm going to introduce one new icon today, and this is actually a really cool one. It says unanswered questions. Now, usually in schools, who asks the questions? The teacher. Guess what? These are not my questions for this icon. They are your questions, and they are questions. When you see the icon unanswered questions, what I want you to think about is, what's still confusing to me? What don't I understand? What do I still need help with? Okay, so part of today, when you go, you're going to have a little bit of a ticket out the door on this frame, and you're going to tell me, here's the questions I still have. So as we're working through this, if something's confusing to you, you can stop and jot it down. If something I say doesn't make sense, that's a great time to say, okay, I need to stop and think about it. What's my unanswered question? Does that make sense to you guys? Okay. We talked about all four of them. All right, so here's what I would like for you guys to do to get started, and we're going to take about the first 5 minutes. I want you guys to work on the language of the discipline. We're going to, hang on just 1 second, we're going to activate our prior knowledge. What do we already know? So it says, what language do we need to talk or write about division and remainders? And if you were listening to Bradley earlier, he gave some pretty good examples with language of the discipline. So what words do we need to know to deal with division? And then the other one, and I'll put a star by it because that's one of the ones I want you to do right now, And then the other one I want you to use to kind of activate our background knowledge is describe the patterns used in division. And again, if you were listening, Mika already helped you answer this question. So for the next 5 minutes, you may work together, lots of discussion. What is the language of the discipline that we need to know to deal with division and remainders? And what patterns do you see in division? All right, go ahead and get started. Yep, you're ready.
I don't think they're getting Yeah.
What specific words? Remember, language of the discipline, another way we describe that is our math vocabulary. So if we're dealing with division, what are some of the words we need to be able to use and know what they mean to be successful?
Okay, so
What are some of our division vocabulary words? Quotient, write it down. Divisor, good, yeah. We're not done yet, so I'm going to wait until I have everyone's undivided attention. Okay, I'm going to use this frame as a ticket out the door. Now, we haven't done anything with proof just yet, and that's okay. That's going to come once we kind of have done all 3 problems. But what I do want you guys to do is our new icon. Who can remind me what this icon unanswered question means? Cyrus?
I'm pretty sure it's like our questions.
That's exactly right. What questions, look what it says. It says, what do you still not understand about how remainders affect an answer? So this is kind of going to help me frame my lesson for tomorrow. What do you still not understand? What are you still confused about? What do you still need help on? So your ticket out the door is not this problem, but on your frame, what do you still have questions about? Nope, just one of them, Mika, just the questions.